Hello, you guys. It is Tasha, CEO and Chief Coach at Star Young Financial, and your sister in finance. I am currently in Chicago for my brother and my niece's graduation. And what that means is that at any moment, children could come bursting into the room. So, so don't be distracted. We're going to be spending about 20 to 25 minutes with Tangia from Hello Gorgeous Fitness, and we're going to be talking about how to stay healthy and fit on a budget, as well as learning about Hello Gorgeous Fitness, um, how Tangia started it from scratch. And I really want to learn more about her passion around what she does, and how she helps people be their highest self when it comes to health and fitness. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. I'm really excited. Tangia is one of the first people that I've interviewed in a long time, because I wanted to connect you guys with different experts in different industries who can support you in ways that I cannot. And so Tangia is going to be supporting us in our health and wellness and fitness area today. And so Tangia, if you could just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about you, that would be awesome.
Absolutely. Thanks, Latasha. I'm so happy to be here. Hello, all viewers, anybody that's going to be watching this live in progress or catching the replay later on. Thank you for spending some time on your weekend with us. I'm Tangia Estrada, owner and creator of Hello Gorgeous Fitness. And I created Hello Gorgeous Fitness after going through my own health transformation. And having left a career, I had a completely different career in the past before I came into the fitness industry. It was a hobby for me, and I was kind of puttering around a lot trying to figure out if I was going to go get another master's degree or something. And I was doing a lot of personal training and meal planning and helping folks with their fitness for free, until finally one day my husband said, instead of going back to school and spending more money to get another degree, why don't you just start charging people for the thing that you were giving away for free? And it didn't occur to me that I should do that, which is hilarious because it's not the first business I started. I'm very entrepreneurial, have been my entire life. I think it didn't occur to me because it's so natural for me to want to do this. It's a passion. It's something that I absolutely would do for free. And so to turn that into a business seemed odd. And so I had to put some thought around that and make sure I was doing it for the right reasons. And that's how I landed on the name Hello Gorgeous Fitness, because I think that health and wellness and fitness really isn't about an aesthetic. It isn't about looking a certain way. I think it's about living your best life. So I set out to create a company that was going to support women in particular around getting fit, loving their bodies, and most of all about feeling like a badass all of the time, because we don't have enough of that. So it's a little bit about me.
Okay, so I had a feeling that you were going to make the tell me about you part mostly business. So I left in this little question I wanted to ask. If this were your online dating profile, right? You wouldn't be telling them all about your business. We want to know a little bit more about Tangia, who you are as a person. And as an entrepreneur, I understand that you and your business become one and the same. Yes. Hi, I'm Hello Gorgeous Fitness. But tell us a little bit more about you. What would be some of the things that you would put in your online dating profile in the About Me section?
Well, what's funny is I probably would talk about my business, like my first instinct. But once I got past that, I think I would want people to know that I'm really just kind of this down-to-earth person. I like to hang out and not wear shoes and read books and hang out with my dogs and my family. I like to travel. And most of all, I just really like to learn, whatever it is. So anything that I set out to understand, I am kind of ferocious about learning everything that I can about it and reading everything that I can. I'm not a TV watcher. I probably read a book a week. And I just managed to fit it in because I don't like to sit in front of the TV. I'm either in motion or I'm reading. So
I love it. I absolutely love it. find people you around. You gotta have readers in your circle. That is so real. So that was an awesome introduction. Thank you for telling us a little bit more about your company, Hello Gorgeous Fitness. And I really especially love learning that you like to walk around with no shoes and hang out with your dogs and just like have a good time and be down to earth. I think that that's just the type of stuff that people want to know about us. And with that introduction, I want you guys to know the reason that we're here. You know, a lot of times when you are, doing anything for self development, we come here because we want to improve our lives. And today, the way that you're going to improve your life is by figuring out how do you stay healthy? How do you operate at the highest level of, who you are? How do you be fit? And how do you do that in a way that's not going to make you broke and poor?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, eating healthy can be really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Having a personal trainer, it can occur to us as really expensive. And so we're going to really dig in and get to the bottom of that today because I want you to be healthy. I want you to understand that your health really is the ultimate form of wealth because it allows you to experience life. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And so while I want you, maintaining your budget and all of that, I want you doing that within the context of being healthy and taking care of your body. And Tangia is going to help us with that today. So thank you so much for being with us and for being in this conversation of health, wealth, and wellness because it's all so interrelated. And
Absolutely.
so, yeah, with that, I'm just going to jump right into like some of the harder hitting questions for today. And while we're learning about health and wellness, I also want to learn about the creation of Hello Gorgeous Fitness and how it actually came into being because I want my clients learning how do you take something that is your passion and turn it into something that you can monetize on a day-to-day basis. So my very first question before we start talking about health and wellness and money is what is it like for you, Tangia, being a business owner? And what would you say for those people who are still looking for their passion and trying to figure out how to monetize it?
Yeah, I'd say being a business owner is the hardest thing I've ever done professionally. I think what makes this particular venture into entrepreneurship difficult for me on an individual level is that it is a passion for me. So I had been doing this for free for a long time, and making the transition from free services to paid services, I think is really hard, partly because I love it so much and I just want to talk about it all the time, and I just want to like work out with people and get people to feel good, and I just want to do that. I think the other piece of that for me, which took some reflection, was, like I said, this Hello Gorgeous Fitness is not my first business. I've started some other businesses that have done well. What was missing in those equations for me is that I wasn't 100% passionate about them the way I am about Hello Gorgeous. And so I was able to approach those other businesses with a certain level of detachment, like a certain level of being able to be in action all of the time, because if something failed, I didn't take it personally. It was just business. It really was just business to me. And so I think if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur and you haven't found your passion, that's okay. I didn't find it until, I'm in my 30s now. I really didn't find it. I didn't fully understand that if I was going to be living my best life, be truly authentic to who I am, then I was going to have to find a way to be an entrepreneur that was in an area that I am truly passionate about. That took me until I was in my 30s to do. There's plenty of time to figure that out. So if you're an entrepreneur in spirit, then just start doing that. I don't care if it's selling Kool-Aid, like just start.
I love it.
You're going to learn something. I learned a lot from my other experiences in business. It made me very smart. It means that I can negotiate really well. I learned great negotiation skills. I learned great relationship building skills. All this other stuff that I'm learning about, having a business in the fitness industry and doing a business that isn't brick and mortar, that's online, is all new stuff to me, and I'm getting there. But I can be in a place of action and move forward with that because I've done and tried other things and know that I can be successful at that. So if I can be successful at something that I'm not truly passionate about, what can I do when it's a business that has my entire soul in it? Having said that, it adds that level of difficulty because I am so invested in it. I do take it personally. I don't have that level of detachment around business where I can say, well, it's just business. I can't say that this time around. And that's been a huge learning curve for me. And, so you work through it.
I love that response because I'm all like, passion, passion. But the truth is, it doesn't really matter where you start. Just start, get into it, and start learning. And the more you start learning, then you'll be able to take those skills. And almost all skills are transferable. We talk about transferable skills, especially like when you're in the workforce and you want to transfer from one career to another. But anything you learn in one area of your life, you probably can figure out how you can apply it to another area of your life. So I really love that aspect, Tangia. And just like, if you haven't found your passion yet, keep living your life.
Yes.
And you'll find it. And in the meantime, just be an entrepreneur. If you feel like you have that entrepreneurial spirit, go to the store, buy some Kool-Aid packets, and start selling Kool-Aid. Like, whatever it is, like, just start doing it. Like, we don't have to put so much emphasis on finding that perfect thing. Mm-hmm. We can really put emphasis on developing the craft of entrepreneurship so that once we find whatever our passion is, we already have some skills that we can use and apply to it.
Exactly. It's transferable. You're going to have to learn how to sell whatever, whenever you find your passion, you're going to have to learn how to sell that thing. So if you need to start with a Kool-Aid stand, then focus on getting really good at selling Kool-Aid. Because if you can sell Kool-Aid, you can sell anything. So whatever it is, I know people that start Etsy shops just because they kind of like to do arts and crafts. And so they've learned a lot about business and selling their arts and crafts online. Not necessarily their passion, but something that they've learned. So again, you can transfer it to anywhere.
Yeah, and one of the things that we're talking about this month is income. And we're talking about different ways to boost your income. And what Tangia is saying is like so vital to that. Find something. It doesn't even have to be what you're passionate about, but what if you just approach it as a learning experience? And I always think about like you have to exercise certain muscles in order for them to grow. You have to literally exercise them. And I tell people like start exercising that entrepreneurship muscle, start exercising the sales muscle, put in the reps, the repetition, and once you find what you're passionate about, then it'll be that much more developed. So I really love that, and it's something that I'm gonna talk more about now that she brought that up, because the learning that goes into entrepreneurship and being your own business owner is so invaluable to building wealth that it could be a focus in and of itself until you find that thing that lights you up. So Tangia, thank you for that. And I wanna go on to the next question because personally, I love your company. I love how you do business. And I want you to share more about that. So can you kind of tell us what is the driving force behind your company and how does that make you so unique that you are able to stand out from the other fitness companies that are out there?
Yeah, and thank you for that compliment. I really appreciate that. I came into this industry being leery of it, I think. I think of any industry, perhaps the fitness industry is the most guilty of preying on our insecurities to get you to buy a product or service. So much of the fitness industry is about looking a certain way, about achieving the perfect body, whatever that looks like at the moment, being sexier, being more buff, being more ripped. And to me, those things don't really matter. And I don't think that's what life is about, and I don't think that's what business is about. I think that there are people out there, that there are companies out there that are building entire businesses on making you feel bad about yourself. And it was really important to me that I build a business that is the opposite of that. I understand on a personal level how important your health is, because when I started on my fitness journey, I was 240 pounds. As a 5'7", well, 5'6.5", if I'm being totally honest, woman, 240 pounds is obese. My body fat percentage on the BMI scale was about 35%. Like, not just overweight, like truly obese. I was having lots of different health problems, and which was hard for me because I was an athlete growing up as a kid. I played tennis, I played basketball. I was very active. I've never been a couch potato. I started gaining weight in college. Like, many people do, you get into adulthood and your priorities shift to building your career and learning how to be an adult. And, the fun that you used to have riding your bike or whatever goes by the wayside. And so I gained a lot of weight, especially once I got into graduate school. That 2-year program took a lot out of me, and I didn't work out at all. And seeing, understanding finally in retrospect the impact that had on my self-esteem, my ability to feel confident, also impacted my ability to make money. I didn't go after promotions that I knew could have been mine, that I knew I deserved, because I didn't feel confident showing up in that room. I didn't ask for more money in certain times of my life when I knew I deserved the bigger salary, because I didn't have the confidence to do it. And so when I started Hello Gorgeous Fitness, I started it with the understanding that I needed to take that experience of not feeling empowered and translate that into an experience for the women that I work with to help them feel empowered. For me, fitness is not about the size of your jeans. It's not about the weight on the scale. It's about creating longevity in your life. It's about having the fullest life that you can. It's a healthful lifestyle. Now, I believe that looks different for everybody. What healthy looks like to me, you can go to my website right now and you can see what that looks like to me. But that's me. And so it was important to me that I started a company it's mostly about empowerment. It's about you being the most confident you can. Now, the way that we achieve that is through education. I consider myself a teacher around health and fitness topics. I want to be able to show you how to create a healthy lifestyle that you are going to be able to sustain over the long term. Because what I don't want is someone coming to me who's, for example, 50 pounds overweight, helping them lose weight, and then 3 years later, there they are again in the same position, having gained the weight back, didn't learn what they needed to learn, and now they have huge medical bills because they're pre-diabetic, or they have knee problems because of the extra weight. Or, one thing that I experienced a lot when I was overweight was chronic migraines. I haven't had a migraine headache since I lost the weight. I think that health and fitness, like we were saying earlier, is connected to so many things. It isn't just about bikinis and skinny jeans, or whatever the social ideal is. It's about so much more than that. So I'm really focused on creating a brand and creating a company that makes women feel empowered with every interaction. Are we going to work on losing weight if that's your goal? Sure, absolutely. That's the bonus, for you to lose the weight. but what about the ripple effect that creates in your life? You're more confident. Really, there's tons of research out there that shows that people that are more healthy, that are more fit, make more money. On average, they make about 2.5% more in their jobs because they're not overweight. That's the world that we live in. So I want to set up the women that I work with for success, and I want to set them up to be able to live the best life that they possibly could. I don't know how you live the best life that you possibly can if you're not confident in your body, if you don't feel good about it. And so that's my focus.
I love it. Like, I want you to have all the fitness clients in the world. I'm serious. I'm not even joking. It's like we think about, what drives people to work with certain companies, and it's marketing and it's, the sales pitch. And we have, like you said, we have companies that prey on the insecurities of people and that motivate them with things that are so superficial. You can have more women.
Yeah.
You can look more sexy. You can attract the man that you've always wanted, right? And it's like, I'm sorry. Like, where's the substance?
Right.
Where is the substance to that? And then we have you, and you come along with this mission to empower women to live their best life and to be confident in demanding the things that they deserve, to really feel, worthy, because we are worthy. Like, your inherent state is worthiness, right? And like what you do is you just bring that out. You allow women to feel strong and powerful, and it brings that out of them, that natural worthiness that already exists, that nobody has to create. And once you bring that out, it's like you get all of those superficial things that all of those people promote to you anyway, but you get it from a place of like, your actual light really being able to shine through. And so when I think about that, I'm like, man, everybody needs to know about Hello Gorgeous Fitness. Everybody needs to know about what Tangia is doing, so that they can benefit from the transformation that happens on so many different levels, but it's happening at the source. It's happening at the source and not just on the surface. It's not just trying to fix something that's happening at the surface, but it's getting to the source and the heart of the matter and allowing all of those other things to happen in the process. And that really excites me, because when I'm working with clients, I'm always trying to figure out what is the source of, what's taking place right now. What's driving the manifestation of what we can see. So that excites me, and I'm sure that people are going to resonate with what you just said. And so towards the end, I want to make sure that you have a way, whether people are local or whether they're virtual, I would love for you to share how they can work with you later on. But right now, I want to get into, if we could spend, the next 7 minutes or so talking about what are some things people can actually do, tangibly do, to stay healthy on a budget?
Sure. So I think, first of all, let's talk about the one thing I see that people do the most that undermines them. And it causes them to spend too much money. And it causes them to just fail pretty quickly. And I mean, like within the first 2 or 3 weeks when they're embarking on their health and fitness goals. And that is taking an all or nothing approach to your health and fitness journey. And one thing I have to emphasize to everyone is that it's a journey. When we're talking about your fitness and health, we're talking about kind of two different things here. So your health, I see more as your longevity. Is your body healthy? And then your fitness is that's more about performance. And it might even have a little bit to do with your overall look, depending on the individual and what you want to achieve. Those two things do go hand in hand, but with each of them, you have to take the long view. It's a journey. Your body is going to be with you for the entirety of your lifetime. And what I see people doing is taking this all or nothing approach and doing too much too soon. And they overspend. Then they get frustrated because they're not seeing the results that they expected. Oh, and by the way, they spent $2,000 and they only lost 5 pounds. Or they don't have the bulging biceps that the program promised them. And the supermodel that they ran into didn't like them, whatever, whatever it was. So here's the thing. I think you start slow. And the first reaction for a lot of people, if for example, they're saying, I want to lose weight, sometimes the first reaction is they run out to a gym and they hire a trainer. Now, I'm a trainer and I'm a coach. I support anybody getting that kind of foundational support in reaching their goals. I think it's really important. I don't happen to think that it's the first step. I think that you start where you are. And especially if we're talking about a budget, how do you stick to a budget? Well, you need to understand how much you have to spend on this next goal. It's just like a business goal. So for all the entrepreneurs that are listening to this, hopefully you don't say, my goal is to start a business and make $1 million in year 1. That's not really a goal, that's a wish. But what I see with health and fitness is people approach it in that kind of same mindset. I'm going to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And so they run out and they get their trainer and they throw all of the food out of their kitchen and they go to wherever they go and they buy $100 pairs of leggings and they show up at the gym in their $200 workout outfit and their $200 shoes. And they're paying their $75 an hour trainer on top of their membership. And right out of the gate, they've spent $500 and they haven't even done a workout yet. And this happens with surprising regularity. And I think the place that you start really is getting clear on what do you want? What is your vision for yourself? Have an understanding of what that is. And then you start to backwards plan from there, like hopefully you would do with any goal. Start with the vision, backwards plan. Now, if your vision is weight loss and you want to lose 30 pounds, I think the first step is go ahead and clean out your pantry. Start to eliminate the temptation. We all know the foods that we have in our house that are not supporting our health and fitness goals. We know what they are. Start there because that's right where you are right now. Walk into the kitchen and start cleaning it out. Just eliminate the temptation. Now, I'm not saying throw it on the trash. You can give it to a food bank. You can give it to your mom. You can give it to your next door neighbor. And then that'll give you an idea. Is everything in my kitchen something that needs to be changed? So to start with the food, start with the simple steps. And give yourself the space to start to understand and see what works for you. Every body is different. And what I need to be at my highest level of fitness is going to be different from what you need, Latasha. It just is. And so you need to have the space to understand those things. And once you have a better understanding, I think that's the time when you start to really evaluate what's the support that I need. Some people will never need a trainer. Some people will never need a coach. And that's okay. They have a different level of support. Sometimes they just need a running buddy, someone that's just going to go work out with them 3 times a week and they're going to get there. But if you start where you are and do an internal audit, here's the vision that I have for myself. This is what I want to achieve. Let me walk into my kitchen and see, first of all, how am I fueling that goal, and what's the support I think I need right now? Not what's the support you think you need day 100. Just right now to get started, what do I need to just get started, just to take the first steps? And just to take the first steps, most people don't need to hire a trainer. They don't need to buy $100 pairs of Lululemon leggings. They don't need a gym membership even. They just need to go for a walk. Start there. And then once you see that, okay, this is either working for me or not working for me, or I don't have enough information, I really feel overwhelmed, I don't know what to do, that's when you start to look for support. You take it in baby steps, which is not what anybody wants to hear, because everybody wants the 30-day fix, right? 30 days, I'm going to be 30 pounds slimmer, or I'm going to be ripped. You're not going to achieve those things in 30 days. Let me tell you right now, if you're thinking that, just let me tell you, you're not going to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. You might lose 10. You're not going to have a six-pack in 30 days. You're just not. So let that go. Stop looking for the quick fix. Accept that you have to have patience with this process. It's a journey. Accept that. You're going to make it easier on yourself.
One thing I always tell people is you didn't get this way overnight, and we're not going to change your whole life overnight.
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense, and it's not going to happen. And people make a lot of money selling pipe dreams. Yeah. And then when we come on the scene and we try to help you out and be realistic, they're like, I'm going with the pipe dream person because I need to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. I'm going to the beach next month, Tangia. So
and I tell them, I get those calls a lot, and I tell them, okay, good luck with that. And I mean it with absolute sincerity. Good luck with that. But most of the time, they're back. That didn't work out. I don't know what happened. Whatever. I know what happened. No. But some people need to do that. And I think everybody needs to do that on some level, even if we're not talking about a fitness goal, we're talking about a business goal. I mean, how many of us starting our businesses have spent ridiculous amounts of money on coaching programs of people promising you that they're going to make you six figures in 90 days.
And how many people are out there promising that? It's all up in my Facebook feed, 6 figures in 6 days. And I even have a program. It's called the 30-day thousandaire, right? So I'm like, okay, let's focus on getting you $1,000. But even then, I'm like, if you haven't been doing anything with your finances, really learning how to generate $1,000 is difficult. So I'm like, well, in 30 days, I can tell you what you can do.
Right.
To create $1,000. Are you going to have it at the end of that 30 days? Maybe not. But for me, it's like sometimes I have to tell people what they want and then give them what they need because they're so used to listening for the quick fix.
Yeah, they're used to listening for the quick fix, and it's become an unspoken expectation, I think, and not just in business, not just in fitness, but just in our society in general. We live in a fast food world. And so we think everything should be like McDonald's. You pull up, you give them your money, they give you what you want. They give you what you want, how you want it, problem solved. Real life doesn't work that way. And anything worth having, anything that's really important to you is going to take real work, and it's going to take sacrifice, and it's going to be hard. Mm-hmm. The sooner we accept these things, the sooner we can achieve them.
Yes. And I love that you said, like, when you're getting started, and you're right, I see this all the time. You don't have to go out and buy everything that you need the day that you decided that you wanted to get started. And you think that because you have new shoes and 5 new outfits and all of these new things, that it's really going to give you the inspiration that you need. We're always looking to external things like they're going to motivate us, but really that motivation has to happen on the inside. And that's what she's saying, like, let's see what your diet is looking like. Will you really do the work to go in your pantry and change your eating habits before you change your wardrobe? Like,
absolutely. And this is what I know. If you won't go into your pantry and pull the package of Oreo cookies out and look at that and say, okay, this isn't serving me. I need to either put this somewhere where I can't see it every day and be tempted every day, or I need to get rid of it. If you won't take that small step, then there probably isn't a program in the world that I can put together for you that you're going to follow. That's just been my experience. And I often will assign, the great thing about being a coach and having your own business is you get to choose your clients. And if I'm a little iffy about a client that came to me, if I don't know if they're serious, I will assign them pre-work before I ever take a dollar, before we ever do anything. And I might say to that person, depending on the conversation we have, I might say to them, I want you to go into your pantry and I want you to clean out your pantry of these 5 things. And I want you to send me a picture of it or a video of it. I want proof. Only about 2 or 3 people have actually followed through with that.
No? This is why we get along, because I actually have my clients send me screenshots of their credit card statements. Like, I want to see the balance. Like, not that I don't trust you, but show me the money. And accountability is important.
It is. It's how bad do you want it? And I just think I am very invested as a coach in the success of my clients. And so you got to be as invested as me. I can't care more about this than you care about it. So if I sense that you're not serious, that you really think that I'm going to be a magician and I'm going to like wave my hands and you're going to be 30 pounds lighter, I'm sorry, I don't have time for that. I don't.
You're better than me. I be trying to make the time. I have a no person left behind policy that I really try to follow, and I will really try to work with somebody. But it's a lot of energy that I could have used on somebody who was already intrinsically motivated. And so we're getting close to time. But before we go, there are 2 quick things that I want to hit on. And this is because, we're having a conversation about how do you live your best life as it relates to health, wellness, fitness, and finances, and do it in a way that's responsible, financially responsible, and responsible for your health. So this is not about cutting corners, right? It's not about that. And so I want to be clear, what are some things that you would say we should never skimp on when it comes to health and wellness? Like, what are the things that are not about saving money? And then what are the things that, people are often suckered into spending their money on when it comes to health, wellness, and fitness?
Yeah, the thing that people are suckered into spending their money on is the quick fix program. The 21 day, the 30 day, the 24 days. Understand that those words and those numbers are selected intentionally by the companies putting these programs together. They're selected intentionally. There's a certain psychology that happens in our brains when we say to someone, I got a 21-day plan for you. And in 21 days, you're gonna be 25 pounds lighter and you're gonna look like Adonis. I have seen it. I have seen it. And back in the day when I was struggling with my weight, I have been victim to many of those quick fix programs. I think that's where people spend the most money. I think the other area, interestingly, where people waste money in their health and fitness is clothes. Lululemon, like sports bras from Victoria's Secret that are $80. If you want to spend your money that way, that's fine. Understand that those are luxury items that you're really paying for the name. I'm kind of a stickler about my leggings. I will spend a little bit more on the leggings that I use because, you guys, I'm in the gym twice a day. I need something sturdy. I need to know that that's going to last. But if you're not training like I am, I'm an athlete, I compete, you probably don't need an expensive sports bra or expensive leggings. Go to Walmart. And I have leggings and workout clothes from Walmart, and they're fine. I buy them. So what? You don't need to, plunk down the kind of money. And I get that they look nice. I've been in Lululemon. Those leggings look nice and they're designed to make your butt stand up nice and tall. I understand. But if you are really concerned about living within a budget so that you can have the wealth for in the long run, you don't need to spend $120 on a pair of leggings or $80 on a sports bra. If there's one item that you can wear that you're going to spend money on, get a good pair of shoes that are for the activity you're going to be doing. So if you're a runner and you like to run, get a good pair of running shoes. If you like CrossFit, get a good pair of shoes that are going to be able to support lifting and running. You'll get a lot of wear and tear out of those. That's fine. But everything else, dude, wear an old t-shirt from college. I do. You don't need to spend that much. I think the area where you shouldn't skimp is on your food. Like, this is the conversation about like McDonald's versus Whole Foods. So it's how are you fueling yourself that you want to think about. Now, you can do that within a budget. You absolutely can. The analogy I would want you to understand around how you fuel yourself is like this. Look, so I was the other day, I was at a gas station near my house, and this guy pulls up and he's driving a brand new Maserati. Beautiful car. He pulls up to the gas station, and of course he's putting premium gasoline in it. And when we were inside the store, we were kind of chatting with each other, and he was talking about how he met somebody that had a brand new Mercedes or something, and he was shocked that they were putting regular unleaded in that car. And he said, "Why would you put such cheap gas in a car like that? You got to fuel the thing. It's built for performance. It's built to last. It's built to be beautiful." And it made me think that's exactly the way we treat our bodies. Your body is built to last. It's built for performance. It's built to be beautiful. But most of us are running around putting McDonald's in our fuel tanks instead of premium, instead of, Whole Foods, green vegetables, fruits. This is what cracks me up. A lot of us are putting better quality gasoline in our cars than we're putting in our bodies. Now, I don't care if you drive a Maserati or a Hyundai. I gotta believe that you deserve to fuel yourself at least better than you would fuel a car. I gotta believe that. And so I think the conversation around food isn't go spend a ton of money on eating organic and buying the grass-fed meat, and those things do add up. I think what you do is you start a little small. Like, what are the things that you eat the most that you really enjoy eating that you can get a little bit more quality? And go find those things. There's ways to do it. I eat mostly organic, and I buy most of my food at Costco. Now, a Costco membership is $50 a year. And you're going to spend, sometimes as much as 30% on your organics by buying them at Costco. You can still eat well on a budget. I don't think that you need to buy everything at Whole Foods. I certainly do not do that. It's too expensive. You can use some wisdom. Use your best judgment. Again, think about how you're fueling your body. And what's the highest quality within your means that you can afford to fuel your body with, and start there.
That's excellent. That's actually the approach that I take. I spend a lot of money on my food. Sometimes I buy these organic blackberries that are $5 for this little bitty thing, and I feel like I'm a queen. I'm like, surely I'm Queen Tasha, because these blackberries are freaking expensive. But I buy a lot of my organics from Aldi.
Mm-hmm.
Aldi, when it comes to the organic and gluten-free, it's not as cheap as the other stuff, but it's also not as expensive as like a Whole Foods.
Right.
I hear that Trader Joe's is also really reasonable. I haven't shopped there, but I don't shop there very often. I remember I went into Whole Foods one day. I was like just shopping. I was like, oh my God. My friend calls it whole paycheck food.
Yes. It's expensive. And you have to take the time to get to learn where you can buy the items that you love that are going to be high quality. It takes some time.
Yeah. But I'll also say, even just starting from making the transition from eating out to cooking is huge. It's huge. Even before you start focusing on, is it organic or is it not? Let's get in the kitchen. Let's do that. And then naturally, you'll just start taking, baby step after baby step to eating healthier in a way that better fuels your body. So, Tangia, this has been such an awesome conversation. I really love the balance and the insight of it all. And the last thing, like, Tangia is one of my content partners. And the reason that I partnered with her is because I'm not a health and wellness guru by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm definitely not into the fitness side of things. You will not find me in a gym, okay? It's just not happening. I'm more of a let's go on a walk type of person. And so I wanted to connect you with somebody who could be that for you, who could open up that world for you and make sure that it is available because I know how important it is. So Tangia actually does create meal plans within our Millennial Wealth Academy. So we actually have live content from her. But not only that, I want you guys to know how to connect with her individually. So tell them the best way for them to follow up with you, get in contact with you, however you want to do it.
Yeah, thank you for that. So the easiest way to reach me is just going to go to my website, hellogorgeousfitness.com, and you can schedule a complimentary 30-minute consultation with me direct from the website. There's a button in the top right corner. Just click on that, select a time that works best for you, and we can definitely chat. You're welcome to email me as well. My email address is info@hellogorgeousfitness.com. And I'm on all the social media channels. You'll probably find me most active on Snapchat and Twitter. And my Twitter Snapchat handle is @gorgeous_fit. So feel free to look me up, DM me, send me a snap, whatever. I try to be pretty available. I'm on social media a lot. So
As am I. And whether you're virtual or Tangia, where are you located again? Colorado,
yeah,
Denver?
so I'm based in Colorado, but my business is online. The majority of my clients are not in the same state as me. I mostly am supporting women across the country and some women in other countries as well. So if you're comfortable in front of a computer or talking with me on the phone, we can definitely make it work.
Awesome. So the online world makes everything possible. We're all connected. So if you want to get in contact with Tangia, she just told you how to do it. I highly recommend it. She's offering free 30-minute consultations. I'm about to go take advantage of that. I'm going to be putting some time on your calendar because fitness is important, health is important, and I want to make sure that I am doing everything that I can to really promote the longevity of my body, this beautiful, gorgeous body. And I want to be around looking good for a long time. So thank you,
Absolutely.
Tangia. Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day on a Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, no less. So thank you again for being with us. Tasha, CEO, Chief Coach at Start Young Financial. And I just appreciate the wealth of information that you share with us today. So thanks again and have a wonderful day. And I hope that those of you watching this video will make sure that you connect with Tangia.
Thank you so much, Latasha, and thank you everyone who joined today. It's definitely my pleasure. So have a lovely Saturday as well.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.